Hello, candidates. This video is on Ayodhya verdict. What is the context? The context is a Supreme Court bench led by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi delivered the Ayodhya verdict alongside the Chief Justice of India designate S.A. Bobde and Justices D.Y. Chandrachud, Ashok Bhushan, and S.A. Nazir. The verdict was unanimous. What was the issue? At the center of the issue is the belief among sections of Hindus that the Babri Masjid, named after Mughal Emperor Babur, was built in Ayodhya after destroying a Ram temple that marked the birthplace of the deity. The Hindu parties wanted the land to themselves, contending that land Ram was born at a spot on which later the central dome of the mosque was built. The Muslim parties, however, contended that the mosque was constructed in 1528 by Mir Baki, a commander of Babur's army, without demolishing any place of worship. And since the land rights had not been transferred to any other party, the space was rightfully theirs. What is the verdict? The verdict says 1. The Hindus would get the entire disputed 2.77 acres in Ayodhya where the demolished Babri Masjid once stood. Number 2. Possession of disputed 2.77 acre land will remain with the central government receiver. The number 3. The Muslims will get alternate 5 acres of land either in the surplus 67 acres acquired in and around the disputed structure by the central government or any other prominent place. Number 4, a trust will be formed in 3 months to build a temple on the disputed land. The court held that the Nirmogi Akara is not the Shabite or devotee of the deity Ram Lalla, but will get to be a member of the trust. Here, Article 142 has been invoked by Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, referring to demolition of Babri Masjid at the disputed site, said it was invoking Article 142 to ensure that a wrong committed must be remedied. See, you also have the um, timeline of key events. Babri Mosque built in the year 1528. 1853 is the first recorded instance of religious violence near the site. 1859, a fence was erected at the site, allowing separate access to Hindus and Muslims. Then 1949, idols of Ram and Sita were placed inside the mosque. Government declares the area as dispute. 1984, Hindu groups formed a committee to build a temple of Lord Ram at the site. 1986 is that. Then 1989, BHP lays a foundation of Ram temple in 89-90. In 90 also BJP president undertakes Ram Rath Yatra. 92 the mosque is um, demolished. 92 Liberhan Commission was set up. 2010 Allahabad High Court rules that the site should be split. 2011 Supreme Court suspends the ruling. 2017 Supreme Court calls for out of court settlement. March 2019 Supreme Court refers the case for mediation. August 2019 mediation fails. August 2019 Supreme Court begins day-to-day hearing of the case. October 2019 hearing concludes. Thereafter, the judgment was given. While giving judgment, who are the travelers quoted in Ayodhya judgment? In its judgment, Supreme Court relied in part on centuries old travelogues, gazetteers, and books to provide an account of the faith and belief that the Hindus placed in the Janmashtami. What is adverse possession? The Muslim claim Supreme Court rejected. One of the questions before the Supreme Court was whether the Sunni Waqf Board acquired the title of the disputed land by adverse possession. Adverse possession is the hostile possession of a property which has to be continuous, uninterrupted, and peaceful. The Muslim side had claimed that the mosque was built 400 years ago by Babur, and that even if it is assumed it was built on a land where a temple earlier existed, Muslims, by virtue of their long, exclusive, and continuous possession, beginning from the time the mosque was built and up to the time the mosque was desecrated, they had perfected their title by adverse possession. The argument has now been rejected by the Supreme Court. Candidates, these are the points I have taken from the Hindu newspaper. It is presented to you. You can form your own brief essay running to about 200 or 300 words maximum. If necessary, you may have to reduce it still further. Please take care of that. Best wishes. Thank you. Bye bye, Agasti. Good morning. Yeah, it's now 5:30, 5:20, 5:10. Yeah, good. Thank you.